the Saab people together to tell the stories. Even I saw the latest downloadable version. I read some of the articles. Really cool stuff in there. Learning about the different people around the country doing their Saab things. So, and also, yeah, it's nice actually being able to read here in the section, meeting all the different people that are part of the Saab owners convention and who's participating. It's good stuff. Seeing all the documentation.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. You know, we're really trying to focus on the things that we think are important to our members, and the things that everybody needs we're keeping available on the website. Local groups and club contacts are on there. Shops and discounts, you know, and we keep trying to add more and add more and add more resources for Saab owners so that, you know, we can keep those Saabs on the road and keep the Saab culture alive.
Absolutely. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
so guys,
it is good stuff.
I just want to let everybody know we had a little problem here with the streaming software right at the top of the program, and so we've covered a lot of ground with Jan. We're live now on a couple places. Mark's going to share that link out, and I just want to let everybody know who's joining us late to go back and look for the recording of the first segment, and you'll catch up with where we were and Jan's input on the Saab Owners Club coming up in Albany and some of those facts. So yeah, if you're just joining us late, I do hope you go back and watch the beginning of the stream is in the recorded version. So Jan, I wanted to move ahead here and talk a little bit about you know, women in Saabs and cars in general don't always go together all that well. Yeah, and somebody who's been in the car culture as deep as you have for as long as you have, it's kind of interesting. How did it get started?
Hey, well, you know, when you asked me, I don't think about it very much. I guess I'm just used to it. But to tell you the truth, it was the women in my family that were into cars more so than the men. My sister, my mother, we always, you know, like that was something we do, is go out and look at weird cars. And we always liked weird cars, low production cars, import cars. The weirder it was, the more we liked it. And I don't know, I feel a real personal relationship to how much I like cars. You know, when I took my very first alone vacation as an adult and had 2 weeks paid vacation, I chose to go alone, just me and my car, to a car race, because that felt like something that I wanted to do. And I knew none of my girlfriends wanted to go with me, that's for sure. So no, it's not something that my other girlfriends are into.
Well, at that time, you weren't into Saabs, you were into BMWs, and that's what we're looking at now.
Yeah, that's my little gal there parked in the paddock at Road America. But when I was shopping for that car, I was shopping for either that car or a Saab, because I'd lived in Breckenridge in Colorado, and everybody that, at that time when the ski areas were newer, all the people I worked with and for were Scandinavian. So they drove European cars, and a lot of them drove Saabs. The police department drove Saabs. And so when I got back here to the Midwest, I started shopping around for whatever I might be able to find in this area. And I stumbled on that TII first. So my 900 came later. But
so then you went to work for, so you went to work with a BMW crew, right? A dealer. And then that was when BMW had the... And that was when BMW had the M1 race car on the road, and that's really what drew you up there to Road America, right?
That's right. That's right. My boss at the time, who was teaching me how to be I was working with defect parts at the time. They were training me to recognize and inspect defective parts. Said to me, for your vacation, you should go see the M1. They're bringing it over to the IMSA races in the United States for the first time. And so I trotted my little self up there. And that's the car, sponsored by Red Lobster, driven by Dean Coward. And it was really an exciting thing to see that M1. I had gone to Tulsa, BMW Tulsa, to see one that they had on their showroom already. I'd already driven down there to see that one. So it was quite the thing to release the release of that car. And we were just recently in the big model change anyway, from the 2002s and the 3.0s up into what we're more commonly known now as 3, 5, 6, 7 series. We're new to everyone.
You're in a bar in up there at Road America. Somebody vandalizes your BMW, and you meet this guy. So I want to hear the story about Paul Newman and teaching you to slam beers in a bar. Tell me more about this.
Well, he and I were alone in the little bar at Seepkins, and everybody that goes to Road America will know about Seepkins. It's the hotel that everyone stays in. Well, the drivers do, the race people do. And waiting for dinner, and both clearly being stood up by whoever was supposed to be meeting us for dinner. And he said to me, "Do you know how to shotgun a beer?" And I said, I do not. And of course, what do you really say to Paul Newman? You just say to Paul Newman whatever you think is the right thing to say.
Right.
So we just talked about cars and shotgun Coors Banquets. And, you know, when the manager came in and said, "Is that your little car out front? And somebody's beat your windshield out, maybe poured some beer in your gas tank," Paul Newman jumped right into action. And he said, "You know what? Are you here by yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'll figure it out." He's like, "No, we're going to figure that out for you." So he had his crew or whoever come and get my car, and they took it somewhere, and over the weekend got the windshield fixed, flushed the fuel system out, brought it back to me. They took me back and forth to the track. They got me a paddock pass. They got me a media pass. That's where I got those photographs. We didn't have cell phones back then, so you know, there aren't any selfies, so to speak. But, you know, just so you know about a man that loves cars and a good person, it was just an amazing experience, whether it was Paul Newman or not, you know?
I get it.
So
I didn't want to tell people.
I was just sunk into the car world forever, right?
Right.
It's just, yeah, absolutely. It was a great experience.
Now that we're online and we've got a little bit of an audience, we're going to go back to the beginning a little bit and talk a little bit about the SOC event, because I think that's what a lot of people are caring about these days. So, so that's coming up in the middle of July in Albany, New York. Tell us why you think we ought to go.
Well, you know, for me, it's as a SAAB owner, it's the pinnacle of the year. It's, you know, a lot of SAABs, but most, you know, it's a lot of great cars. It's an all-inclusive weekend of just SAABs and SAAB people. Mm-hmm. So I started going late. I guess this is the 38th SAAB Owners Convention, but I've only been to like 5. My first one was in Lexington, Kentucky. And I had so much fun there. I said to myself, I'm never not going to go again. You can, you know, for one thing, all the SAAB people are there, all the networking you can do, the people that know where the parts are, the AREA bunch is there, shop owners are there. I just don't see how, it's just the best for me as a SAAB owner to go to the convention. There's so much to do, and it's all right there in one place. You don't have to drive, you don't have to hunt for a parking place. You can keep an eye on your car all weekend. You can see all those cars everybody's been working on and meet all those people that you met online that you just really want to meet in person. So for me, it's just the best event of the year. I really, really look forward to it. And I hope everybody that's been before comes back, and I hope people that have never been there really give it a shot, because it's a really great and fun thing to do.
For all
Mark,
of those
put
that
you
are
on the
joining
spot.
us,
Are you planning to go this year?
I am.
No, go ahead, Mark.
I just wanted to let everyone know, for all of you guys that are just joining us now, I was going to go over some of the details of the SOC this year. It is going to be July 15th through 17th this year, coming up in a couple months. And July 15th is actually scheduled to be a track day at the New York Safety Track. We actually have that set up through the convention committee, and that's going to be fun. We're asking people to go sign up for the track day, because that's supposed to be a lot of fun there. And then we're going to have the main attraction with the convention. That's going to be the 16th and the 17th at the Desmond Hotel.
There's judging. There's People's Choice. We have concourse judging there, which is a really great thing. You can find out everything there is to know about your car with a concourse judge, which is an amazing experience. It's an amazing experience to put your car through a concourse judging. And hopefully take home some hardware. Also, the Rocky Mountain SAAB Club for years has been sponsoring a photography contest. So let's say you're too far away to drive, but you still want to come, you can still take home some hardware. Bring some good photos.
Well, that's good stuff. And I know that I was able to go, I was lucky enough to go to the Owners Convention in Maryland. And then I remember from the events there, we had, you know, fun times, great food. Actually was like an auction there, which is kind of fun. See some SAAB memorabilia, really cool stuff showed up at the auction. Got to meet a whole lot of people from across the country. Owners Convention this year being really of the same and even better because of the timing and events and everything.
I think it's going to be a big one. I think it's going to be a really big convention with of course the Northeast is it's the big concentration. There's 75,000 SAABs registered within a few hundred miles radius of Albany, and we mailed a postcard to every single one of them. So, you know, we hope that a lot of people show up and we make a lot of new friends and see a lot of cars maybe that we've never seen before. And there's an awful lot of great cars up in the Northeast. There's a lot of really dedicated SAAB owners up there.
I can only imagine.
I'm really looking forward to it myself.
Okay, so real quick, Jan,
yes,
give us a breakdown on costs here. If a lot of guys are on the fence and now we've kind of got them interested, what do we need to bank? So the room, I know the room rental you said is $129 a night.
The room rate is $129.
Okay, so that's not terrible at all.
Well, if anybody shopped for lodging, now that the pandemic's winding down, I would have thought $125 was fair a couple of years ago, but now it's a screaming bargain.
Yeah,
I shopped for rooms after the convention in places in and around upstate New York, and $250, $350, $450, sky's the limit, and everything is sold out. So that's a bargain. The full registration, which is the immersive experience of not having to buy anything else while you're there, is $299. It includes all the things we talked about before, swag bag, judging, everything, but it also includes your meals. And we have these lovely banquet meals inside of a big banquet room with all the other SAAB people, and we have speakers and slideshows and really great stuff. And so you never have to leave. You don't have to go get in your car and go to your hotel or do anything stressful or anything difficult. And everywhere you turn, there's another SAAB and another SAAB owner. So, and then there's also for those that can't stay the whole weekend or for whatever reason don't want to stay and eat, we're also selling event passes for the weekend online, and everything's at saabclub.com. All the choices, all the prices, everything that you need to do, track day, hotel. The hotel registration is separate. And you'll see that link there, and it includes the discount code for the convention rate. So you just click on that, make a reservation, you're good to go. So I just can't say enough about folks who've never been before, how much fun it really, really is.
And I just want to make sure that people know this is not a fundraiser for the club, right? You're just hoping to break even here.
We hope and pray every year that we break even, so we can keep having them, because it's kind of a financial risk for the club. We need people to come in order to make it work, and so we're hoping to be able to continue to do that for years to come. And as you know, the SAAB world is changing. You know, there is no factory. There is no great big factory sponsor. And so it's really the club people, the shops, the suppliers that are holding us together right now. And I think everybody that loves SAABs as much as I do really hope that continues. So we need your support. We do need your support. There's no doubt about that.
And if you're going to go, I encourage you to bring somebody who doesn't have gray hair. I mean, we we need younger people to keep this thing alive, right? I mean, young guys have got to get interested in these cars, and they're so cool, they're so tunable, there's so many things you can do with them.
Yeah,
we have a lot of great young owners coming out these days. Got that club in Arizona, which my sister lives in Phoenix, so I'm out there a lot. They have a fantastic club full of young, enthusiastic SAAB owners. And it's such a great thing to go to one of their meets and see all that activity out there. And yes, we need people that, you know, our younger group. Are really trying to bring them in and let them know how welcome they are inside the subculture. Absolutely.
And actually, Jan, on one of our recent shows, we actually featured where a 16-year-old teenager who actually was asking about SAAB. They had some controversy with their dad, said they didn't like SAAB, and they said, I really want to go for the gusto. So we were there for the SAAB enthusiasm and support all the way.
How did that work out? How did that work out, Lee? Did you get one?
Well, we tried to support from afar as best we can, but you know, we never did see what the final decision was on that one.
That may not be the car you take home to your mama, huh? I never forget when I took my BMW home and showed it to my parents. I wasn't living at home, but I took it by the house. There was no love. There was no love from them. How dare you? How can you buy a car that costs half of what you make in a year? And the rest is history, right? It's not about the money. It's about the passion for me. I love cars. I love to drive. I love everything about it.
It's fun stuff.
Well, listen, I really appreciate everybody who found the stream tonight after us. If you're just joining late, you know, I hit the button to go live and the system just crashed. So we had to kind of get back up to speed. So we've kind of, you missed a few minutes there, but if you go back and watch the recording, you'll catch up on some of that. And I want to give another plug out, since I don't think we've done this since we had a few more viewers come on board, just so that you all know that the magazine, which has been redesigned, is available now, free to download at the SAABclub.com website. So the new edition of Nines is available for a free download. I don't think it's always going to be this way, right? You're just going to have to join the club at some point.
It's our new facelifted magazine at dusk. But that's the thing. If you join the club, then you automatically subscribe to the magazine. It comes to your house in your mailbox 4 times a year. And we're hoping to increase that, but we need more members so that we can afford to do that. The more members we have, the more we can provide to our members, the more we can enrich their experience. So if you like what you see, please join the club. And if you have anything you'd like to see in the magazine, get it to us. There's a link for all of that on the club page. You got photographs, you got stories, whatever. You got events coming up. We need all that information so we can get it consolidated into that magazine to help the SAAB owners stay connected to all the SAAB owners across the United States. I have SAAB friends all over the United States, and some of them are my best friends these days.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is nice. It is, and that's really what SOC is about for me. It's seeing what people are doing to their cars and connecting with those people and staying connected with those people. It makes the car culture way better, you know, way more worth it.
Awesome.
Well, I hope I'll be able to see you guys both up there in Albany this year.
You better come up, Lee. Let's not hear these excuses.
Yeah, goodness, gotta come up. Hey, if Tom is gonna make it from Sturgis, you got to come from Indiana. Come on.
That's a good point. Okay.
I'm driving by myself from Kansas City, so come on. Let's do it.
Well, hey, Jan, as you're passing through, you know, I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana. As you're passing through, let's convoy from here. Let's make that work.
If I can figure out a reason why Indiana even exists, I'll let you know.
Right. We're done. This is it. You're done. You're out of here. I'm the one controlling everything, so you're done.
And that's coming from someone who lives in Kansas, mind you.
All right. I think
I'm
it's time
actually following somebody to Indiana who's buying one of my cars. So I don't know exactly where he's living these days, but he's coming out, picking up one of my C900s, and I'm going to follow him in case he doesn't make it, me and my AAA card. Me and my AAA Premier are following him back to Indiana on my way out to Albany.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, maybe we can convoy. That would be great. We'll steal the idea from those Virginia guys. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Those Virginia guys got that convoy down.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing. They're a fun group. We have fun groups all over the country. That's what's important about SAABs. We've got good groups and good clubs all over the place.
Well, Jan, you are a hoot. Thanks for spending the time here. Sorry about the difficulties we had near the top, but I think we had a good time. You got the message.
My husband's locked in the bedroom. Should I let him out? Or
yeah, I think it's time. All right. You guys are too funny.
You do feel sorry for him, right? A lot of people do.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my.
All right. So, Jan Gravely.
Having me on. I hope to see everybody at SOC. Get on there, join the club, come to the convention.
Awesome.
Right. You are a fantastic ambassador for the group. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. All right,
goodbye.
Guys. Oh, that's kind of a scream, Mark. She's a hoot.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Okay, guys, if you want to convoy through the Midwest, if you're going to be heading out there, I'm in northern Indiana, so let's hook up and let's head east. Let's get out there. Let's drive out there on Thursday and support each other. And yeah, there's a better chance we'll all make it if we're all together, right?
Now, I will say this on a personal note. I'm probably going to be traveling up Wednesday because I am hoping to be there already for that track day on Thursday. So.
Oh, you're going all the way. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to racing my car around some twisty curves at a fast pace. I'm looking forward to it.
Go big or go home. So, which one are you taking this year?
I'm taking Sapphire. That's my 2008 93 convertible, and with 6 cylinders and a lot of Swedish ponies behind there. I'm ready to go ahead and test her out.
Well, I'm going to be bringing my my 94 commemorative edition with its freshly rebuilt engine. Fingers crossed that it makes it the 10-hour drive, but I'm confident. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, speaking of your confidence, you did mention that you're going to be doing some more mechanical work on that, so hopefully it'll be all ready in time.
I think I'm pretty darn close, but like you said, last minute to win it, right? That's how it works.
That's right.
All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate you joining us here this week. We'll see you again next time around on SAAB Talk Live. See you, Mark.
See you, Lee. Have a good day, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.